For over 2 decades, the internet's most used interface functioned as a neutral navigational tool. You typed a query into Google, and it handed you 10 blue links. Not a definitive answer, but a list of destinations. This model relied on a clear division of labor. The engine handled the retrieval, while the cognitive work, evaluating the truth, checking the dates, and deciding which source to trust, was left entirely to the user. This arrangement sustained a perfect economic symbiosis. Independent creators, journalists, and experts provided the answers, and in exchange, the search engine compensated them with the one currency that matters: traffic. That exchange was upended at the latest Google I/O conference. AI overviews were officially rolled out, replacing the traditional search box with a generative experience for billions of users worldwide. Sundar Pichai stood on stage and declared that people love the new AI search. Yet, within 6 days, DuckDuckGo saw its installs in the US surge by 30%, with iOS growth peaking at nearly 70%. These fleeing users didn't switch to a competitor with a better algorithm or more features. They ran to the one search engine actively marketing itself as an AI-free experience. This behavior points to a significant tension in the market. If this technology represents the future of information retrieval, why are millions of people actively trying to escape it? The backlash stems from a shift in what accuracy actually means. In a link-based engine, accuracy meant relevance. Did it find a useful site? But an AI engine presents a single, definitive answer at the top of the page. It's no longer suggesting, it's asserting. On the surface, the numbers look promising. A third-party study found that Google's AI overviews are factually accurate 91% of the time. But look at that percentage against Google's scale. Across 5 trillion annual searches, a 9% failure rate equates to roughly 57 million incorrect answers presented as absolute fact every single hour. The study also found that even when the AI gets an answer right, 56% of those responses cite sources that don't actually contain the supporting information. It is essentially an academic fraud, a real-looking footnote for a claim the source never made. This has created an asymmetrical trust environment. Users are asked to rely on an authoritative interface that more than half the time cannot accurately verify its own logic. This technical failure sits on top of a larger economic one. The independent web, the niche forums, expert blogs, and local news outlets, survives entirely on the traffic search engines provide. But in AI mode, 93% of searches result in 0 clicks to any external website. The AI generates the answer, and the user never leaves Google. This creates a parasitic dynamic. Google's AI consumes the work of independent creators, presents a summary as its own, and gives those creators nothing in return. We can see the breakdown in simple queries. When asked about Bob Marley's home becoming a museum, the AI cited multiple sources that didn't support its claim and selected the wrong year entirely. It's the same story with Yo-Yo Ma. The AI linked to the Classical Music Hall of Fame website and then explicitly claimed there was no record of his induction, flatly contradicting the very source it was citing. A 93% zero-click rate, paired with these frequent factual failures, represents the active mathematical defunding of the independent internet. With millions of hallucinated answers and a starving ecosystem, the logical question is why Google doesn't simply provide a button to turn the AI off. The answer is found in the infrastructure. Google has invested tens of billions of dollars into AI, and they must demonstrate massive adoption to justify that spending to their investors. The absence of a toggle button is a business requirement. Providing a clear choice would threaten the growth metrics used to justify the company's capital expenditure. As a result, users are trapped in a mandatory paradigm where corporate financial survival has completely superseded user preference. Projected into the future, this dynamic is terminal. As independent websites lose their economic model due to zero-click searches, they will eventually shut down. This creates a paradox. Google's AI depends entirely on that specific pool of original, human-created content to train its models and generate its summaries. This is the Ouroboros, a search engine consuming the ecosystem it depends on. It summarizes a shrinking pool of sources until nothing original remains. Every time a user accepts an AI overview without clicking a link, they are participating in the slow starvation of the open web. Just because a feature is difficult to avoid doesn't mean it's an improvement.